NFL on EA.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Here's Landry. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Walton. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 139 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Walton on the draw. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this 1st series. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to will step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Britt. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. From the 44, Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now a first down throw. Watson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Here's Watson. He has Brett over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Watson off play action. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, it's Walton. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bears take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. There'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 44, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Again, he's got that man Landry. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Williams to return.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Throwing again is Watson. Completes it right side to Brent. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on first down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Terrace Marshall, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Walton, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Walton pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, Walton. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, Britt's got it, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, it's Walton, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packers offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down, Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
117 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Watson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Landry.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Walton. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Wilkins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he's got his big tight end here. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A run by Walton to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Walton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.